Hi, hello, and welcome to this week's True Crime live stream. I'm FEARSONA, you can call me Sona, and I'm your friendly neighborhood True Crime VTuber, here to give you full body chills, as always. And also, this is actually the second True Crime live stream this week. Well, no, that's not true. It was supposed to be the second True Crime live stream this week, but I had to move it to Monday. But thank you so much for, for tuning in today. I'm glad to see all of you in the live chat, and I can see that some of you guys have your biscuits ready. Yes, I approve. And immortality. Yes, I approve. Perfect timing. My pizza's done in 2 minutes. Nice. I bid you the prettiest rose of all, the white rose of Yorkshire. Oh, and hi, Rose. Hi. Thank you so much for being here. Wait, didn't you have the debut stream of your little monster? I did see it. I think I did see it. I saw it on the wait, wasn't it? Okay, I'm confused. Maybe I just I mixed it up. Monday stream, let's get it. Yeah, Monday morning. It was supposed to be yesterday. I'm so sorry that I failed to stream yesterday, but it was just too much after the other two cases, and I figured, okay, you know what? I'm gonna move it to Monday morning. Oh, that was Kronos. Yeah. I saw Kronos's message that he got his he got his tea, he got his biscuits. That's how you do it. I did. I'm Baby Dragon. Yeah, so I wasn't wrong, because I was thinking, okay, did I mix it up with when you showed it to me, or was it a video? Okay, awesome. I'm looking forward to the debut of your, the new form too. Well, I mean the second one. That sounds wrong. Yeah, Rose had a cute debut. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so today's stream is a case from Indiana, and it's a case that I've been wanting to cover for a long time. I was looking forward to, getting to Indiana in my US series. And yeah, this is the day. We are finally here. And just a quick reminder that after this case, this week I will be covering this weekend I will be covering a case from Iowa. So if you have any cases from Iowa that you would like me to solve, not solve, Jesus, I don't solve cases. I mean, I don't think so. I can only theorize. But if you have a case from Iowa that you would like me to cover and discuss on stream, you can just comment under this video or under any of my posts in the community tab. And wow, okay, thank you so much for following, Jose. Okay, nice. Okay, so as I said, if you have any case from Iowa that you would like me to discuss on stream, you can go ahead and drop it in the comments. You can also, message me on Twitter, or send a message to my Discord server, because there is a True Crime Suggestions tab or channel, so you can definitely post it there, and I look through all the cases that people post there, so go ahead and suggest a case. Okay, without further ado, let me get right into the case. Let's switch to the murder board. And Gilberto, you haven't missed anything. I'm just about to start. Okay, so this February marks the 5th anniversary of the Delphi murders, a case that is known by everyone in Indiana. I can bet that everyone at least heard about it once. It's a tragic story of two teenage girls who left their homes to enjoy a day out hiking on the nearby historic trail, only to disappear and turn up dead the following day. This is the case of Abigail Williams and Liberty German, also known as the Delphi murders. It was 1:35 p.m. on Monday, February 13, 2017, when Kelsey German dropped off her 14-year-old sister, Liberty, and her best friend, 13-year-old Abigail Williams, on County Road 300 North. That day, Abby and Libby had planned to go for a little hike on the I think it's Monon High Bridge. I was like, why did I read it as Moon? So it was the Monon High Bridge over Deer Creek that was hidden in the woodland of Deer Creek Township. Sorry, I'm trying to read all those names, but if I mess it up, if I butcher it, I apologize. So, as I said, they were about to, go on a little hike, and the plan was simple. The two of them were going to hang out on that trail, get some fresh air, maybe take some photos for their social media, and then they would meet Libby's father at 3:15 p.m., who would then take them home. And, at this point, everything seemed fine for a while. At 2:07 p.m., Libby even posted a photo of Abby. Oh, sorry, Abby. I keep messing it up, but Abby even posted a photo. No, I'm actually. Why am I messing it up? So again, at 2:07, Libby posts a photo of Abby walking down on the old bridge, and they both seem to be enjoying themselves. But when Libby's father arrived at the agreed spot, or the spot that they agreed to meet at, an hour later, he waited and waited and waited more. But minutes turned into hours, and the girls were nowhere to be found. At first, Libby's father and other family members decided to just start looking for the two girls themselves before informing the authorities, because, I don't know, they thought that Libby and Abby simply lost track of time. Maybe they were just probably walking slowly on the trail or taking more pictures and completely forgot to check the time, forgot about that Libby's father was supposed to pick them up. But even though the family members combed the area where Abby and Libby were supposed to be, they found nothing. The girls were just not there. And then at 5:30 p.m., both girls are reported missing to the authorities, and the police dispatched officers to check the area again. And at this point, they honestly didn't think that there was any foul play involved in this case. Maybe girls simply got lost in the woods. That happens. And those are, 13 and 14-year-old girls. So it's not completely impossible, even if they knew the trail. As it got darker and darker, the afternoon turned into a night. Maybe they just simply got lost on the trail and they, failed to meet their relatives. But the search went on for another couple of hours, and eventually the police called it off because the night rolled in, so it was just too dark to keep looking. The following day, on February 14th, around noon, the families of Abby and Libby received shocking news. The authorities had stumbled upon two bodies in a wooded area only half a mile from Monon High Bridge, where the girls were last seen. First, the police found one sneaker lying in the woods, and then the bodies were found, quote, lying in the grass between a group of trees in the woods, end quote. Reportedly, a set of footprints led the search party to investigate that particular area, and that's when they found the bodies. While the news was definitely horrible, no matter who the deceased would be, the families of Abby and Libby still had a glimmer of hope that it would not be their girls. It couldn't be, they still believed, okay, no, there's no way. They are out there. They are just lost. We're gonna find them. This is just a terrible, terrible coincidence. But unfortunately, it wasn't. Because the next day, on February 15th, the authorities confirmed that the bodies found the day before were indeed those of Liberty and Abigail. And these were not accidental deaths. This was a double homicide. On February 22nd, the police reveals another shocking news. They found a video recording on Libby's phone. And this video captured the image and audio of the possible suspect. In the footage, you can see an adult white male who is walking on the same bridge as the two girls are, walking, and he seems to be following them. At first, the police released only the screenshot from the video that shows the possible suspect. And then in 2019, and I can't really explain like why they waited so much. Oh, wow. Okay. Someone donated. Yuko. Thank you so much for your donation. They donated $3 and the message says, this is a very chilling and sad case. It is. It's one of the saddest cases I've read, and honestly, I was looking forward to, to covering it, and I'm still hoping, even though it's been 5 years, I always follow this case and I always follow the updates, so I'm still hoping that it's gonna be solved. Okay, so as I said, the police kind of waited. At first, they released only the screenshot from the video where you can see the man in like a blue jacket, blue jeans, and a hat, a flat, what seems to be a flat hat. And then in 2019, they finally released a snippet of the footage, to the public. And in that snippet, in that video, the man can be heard saying, quote, "Guys," end quote, and then, quote, "down the hill," end quote. And the words are likely directed to Abby and Libby because there is no one else in that video unless we don't see them, unless there was more to the video and the police just didn't reveal it. Because as I said, this is just a snippet that the authorities did release, and actually the video might have been, was longer, and to my knowledge, they just didn't release the whole video. But I guess they deemed this part like the best part to release, or like the closest image of the suspect. And then a sketch of the suspect was also released, showing an older white man with a goatee and a cap, determined to be around 50 years old. You do know you can show that video, right? Yes, but I just simply chose to show the screenshot. I don't want to get flagged for anything, or, just in case. I just prefer to show screenshots. Okay, so as I said, the man was approximately, at least in the sketch, like it seems like, and in the video, it seems like he's about 40 to 50 years old. He's on the older side. He does have what seems to be a beard or goatee, and the, very characteristic hat. So by the end of the week, when the screenshot and the sketch were released, the authorities received nearly 10,000 tips that they had to check. In 2019, the police releases another sketch of the suspect, which was drawn by an FBI sketch artist, following the description by an eyewitness, a hiker on the Delphi Historic Trails, who saw this person and on the day the girls vanished, and it's assumed that it's the same person that followed the girls. Now, the first release sketch of the man wearing a hat is considered secondary, so apparently the second sketch is just considered more reliable because it was based on a witness statement, not based on the video that is kind of grainy. So the second sketch shows a person who looks younger, a white male between 18 and 40 years old, clean-shaven, between 5'6" and 5'10", weighing between 180 and 200 pounds, with reddish-brown hair and unknown eye color. But days passed, and months passed, and by the time the first anniversary of Abby and Libby's death came around, the police had over 30,000 tips in the case. obviously not all of them were helpful. Many of them were just simply fake. But as it goes, like, the police has to check every single one of them and confirm that it's not just a hoax. Many people also went on to post on social media photos of men who resembled either of the sketches, and the police actually called for them to stop because, you know, this wasn't exactly helping. It was putting people in danger as well. And the police actually addressed the public, quote, "They are placing themselves in legal jeopardy, and they are doing absolutely nothing to help the investigation," end quote. Indiana State Police believes that the killer or killers are, quote, "hiding in plain sight," end quote, and this person is likely a Delphi resident or visited the town frequently. Oh. So the police also released another clue in the case. A vehicle that was abandoned on County Road 300 North, in the same area where the girls were dropped off by Libby, Jesus, I can't pronounce it. So where the girls were dropped off by Libby's sister. The car was likely abandoned on the exact same day that the girls disappeared and was parked at the abandoned Child Protective Services Department of Child Safety and Welfare building in Delphi. The building is, as I said, abandoned and was since demolished, and the parking lot is now empty. The car was apparently seen by a witness, but it doesn't seem like the police seized this vehicle, so they are still looking for anyone who can provide more detailed description of any cars seen in that particular parking lot on February 13th, 2017. I did come across some kind of blog. I don't think it was a news outlet or any very reliable source, but I did come across this website with a series of posts in which the author does post updates on the case, and apparently they are in contact with one of the girls' grandmother, or they were at least in contact with the girl's grandmother, or like one of the girl's grandmother. And apparently there was a rumor that this car is white, and someone did post a bunch of pictures of what seems to be, matching this description, like the white car with paper plates, like license plates. And then there was a picture with a man that kind of looks like he's wearing that blue jacket, but then again, it wasn't confirmed, so I decided not to post those pictures here because I don't know if this is actually legitimate or if it was just like a rumor and someone was just posting random pictures that have nothing to do with this case, and it's not even from Indiana. But as I said, like, apparently this car was the car that the police is looking for is white. But again, I don't have any reliable source to confirm it. So even though this was now a high-profile case and the autopsies were already conducted on both girls, neither the police nor the FBI have released details or the cause of death in both accounts. All those years later, we still have no cause of death. Like, the Indiana State Police did not release it. And then the first sergeant, Jerry Holman, addressed the question about why those and more details haven't been released. Quote, "Speaking on behalf of state police, we don't ever release information about ongoing investigations. In this case, we gave out audio and photo evidence from Liberty German's video to help locate the perpetrator. We do that so when we get key evidence, only the killer or killers know the cause of death," end quote. And yeah, absolutely, like, I see the point in that. Like, at first when I was researching the case, I was like, why didn't she release the cause of death? Like, why do we still not have this information, even though it's been 5 years? the autopsies were completed, and why don't we have this? But it makes complete sense, right? If they find a suspect that they believe is responsible for these 2 deaths, or you know, like, it's in order to prevent all the fake kind of I don't know, like fake accounts or fake confessions, because we have so many cases where just wannabes or someone who is already in prison, they just randomly start admitting to all those murders, all those killings, to just get some spotlight on them. And they've never done this, but because they know the case from like the news, and they just compile all those facts, it just seems like, yes, they were there, or like they know a lot about this case. But this makes sense. If anything, it will tell Fear to say it. A reminder to Tyrant, a reminder to at the start of the stream to type in chat viewer discretion advised. Oh yeah. I mean, obviously I do not, actually in this case I don't really reveal that much. There's not that much gruesome details compared to like my other cases, because simply we don't know. Like, it's just those 2 girls died. That's all we know, and we know that it was a homicide, but we don't have any details, so there's not gonna be any you know, gruesome stuff here. Okay, so over the years the police managed to come across several possible suspects, or at least persons of interest. One of them was Paul Etter, who on July 23rd, 2019 was wanted for the kidnapping and rape of a 26-year-old woman in Tippecanoe County, Indiana. Etter found himself surrounded by the police in a several-hour-long standoff, after which he committed suicide. Okay, I take that back. There are some, you know, maybe gruesome, sensitive stuff, so if you are sensitive, just please be advised. Viewer discretion is advised. This is the warning. I'm sorry. I should have said it at the beginning. So, as I said, he died. But Etter did match the suspect description in the Delphi case. Maybe not to the dot, but he did kind of match the profile. But was investigated as a person of interest in Abby and Libby's case. Though so far the link wasn't confirmed, and it doesn't seem like it went anywhere, or at least the police didn't really release any other information about it. And then another suspect came up. So back in September 2017, a man named Daniel J. Nations, a registered sex offender from Indiana, because he used to live in Indiana, was arrested in Colorado and charged with threatening strangers on a monument trail with a hatchet. Upon checking the expired Indiana license plate on the vehicle that Nations was driving, the police discovered that an outstanding warrant under his name. They also found out that a cyclist had been fatally shot on the same trail, and around the same time when Nations was threatening other people with a hatchet. But how does this man arrested in Colorado link to the Delphi murders? When Daniel Nations' picture was released, there was quite a striking resemblance to the first sketch of the suspect in Abby and Libby's case. And some people even started to really putting them together, like, oh, half of the sketch, half of Daniel's face. And it's, yeah, like, if you look at it, Kronos, like, yeah, you're saying, whoa, same beard. No, but like, if you look at it, and if you would put them together, like I saw them put together, like, they really look very similar. Carol, wait, why do you think prosecutor McClellan said he or she an oppressor in relation to the killer? Could he be suggesting that Ashley Garth might be the BG? What is BG? Wait. Am I missing something? Sorry, I don't know what BG is. I don't know. I didn't come across this fact. Was it the most Like, was it the most recent? Because I just came across some of the suspects. I might not have complete information. Hey, if it was, maybe someone was luring them. Maybe there was a woman too. Because I think one of the suspects was meeting with a woman, but I'm not sure which one. I think I saw, might have been Daniel, or was it Chadwell or Daniel? It might have been the second one. Like, there was one of the suspects that allegedly like met up with a woman, and I don't know if that connects to the case. I didn't find anything. Oh, Bridge Guy. Oh, okay, Bridge Guy. I forgot that's how they call him. I see. But I am not sure about that one. Maybe I didn't come across that particular information in, when I was looking the case up. Okay, Gilberto. Someone did it, but 2 babies dead. Someone did it, but we don't know who, how, or why. All we do know is that there are monsters hiding in those mountains. Monsters wearing the skin of men. I mean, yeah, to this day, it's still, like, they have a bunch of suspects, and I'm gonna go over some more of them. So, again, as I said, like, this guy looks good to this case, as in, he does resemble, like, people would look at him and look at the sketch, the first sketch, with the hat, and they are like, wow, this is the guy, like, this is our guy, this is the Bridge Guy. But it seems like he wasn't. So, an official with El Paso County Sheriff's Office told CBS Denver that there are many similarities in between those two cases. So, like the murder of Abby and Libby, and then the murder on the trail in Colorado where the cyclist was shot. But then, like they said, okay, there are many similarities, but what do they mean exactly? Because was it the murder weapon? Was the gun a murder weapon in Abby and Libby's case? As you know, we don't have the cause of death released, so we don't really know. We don't even know if a gunshot wound was the cause of death in this case, or was there something else that the police just is still keeping to themselves? I mean, so far we don't know. And even though Daniel Nations was considered a suspect, or at least a person of interest, and definitely had other crimes under his belt, in early February 2018, a year after the Delphi murders, the police said that Nations was no longer an active person of interest in the case. So even though he does look like one of the sketches, like pretty much to the dot, he is not. Like, they basically eliminated him as the person of interest. And then on April 27th, 2021, Indiana State Police named a new person of interest in Abby and Libby's case, James Brian Chadwell II. So Chadwell was accused of luring a 9-year-old girl into his house in Tippecanoe County on April 19th, the same year, so just a few days prior, where he allegedly beat and sexually assaulted her, and then proceeded to lock the girl in his basement until the police finally caught him 3 days later. Chadwell does resemble both composite sketches in the Delphi case, and this information was transferred to the investigators. So as far as I saw, like in the articles, this was mentioned, like, oh, this information, oh, this guy does resemble both sketches, and the police was informed about this, and they have this information. Obviously, they see it. Now, the police is still very much tight-lipped about who they are currently investigating, as well as what progress have they made in the case, including any new evidence. So we don't know much about progress when it comes to this suspect or any other suspects. Honestly, like, I was trying to find as much as I could. I did find some other suspects. I decided not to list them because in the end they were just wrote off as, okay, this is not our guy, and the case was closed, basically. Like, oh, okay, this is not the person because they don't match, or this was fake. However, there was another thing. So just recently, and now that's very recent, because on December 9th, 2021, there was a new development in the Delphi murder case. The police was informed about a social media account under the name Anthony Shots that was created and active between 2016 and 2017. This profile was using a stolen photo of an unknown male model, and it seems that the owner was catfishing potential underage victims. Upon further investigation, the police were able to determine that the profile belongs to a 27-year-old man named, I guess, Keegan Anthony Kline, originally from Peru, Indiana. Now, Kline is currently in jail, awaiting trial for 30 alleged crimes that include child exploitation, possession of child pornography, child solicitation of sexual intercourse, and obstruction of justice. Again, wait, Tyrant, what did I tell you about Anthony's? Well, I'm trying to pronounce it as well as possible. The most charming people as suspects, as usual. Well, I mean, I don't know which one to you is charming, but like, holy shit, to me, I don't think they were that charming. I don't know. Anthony's are dicks. Sure, why not? 30, yeah, so he's got 30 alleged crimes under his belt, and those include mostly like child pornography and, as I said, like child solicitation for sexual intercourse and possibly molestation, among others. So again, Kline would have the same strategy. Basically, he would set up a fake social media profile in order to lure his potential victims. So could it be that Kline also contacted either Libby or Abby through their social media and asked them to meet with him on that woodland trail back in 2017? Even though for the longest time the police didn't make a link between social media and the case, actually on the contrary, like in 2017 when this was happening, well, the family and the police didn't believe that there was any contact or anything that could link social media to the case. They just thought, okay, this person was a local, this was just not anyone who would come to Delphi, or like maybe someone who would frequently come to Delphi, but it didn't seem like there was any link or any contact that was made to Libby or Abby prior. And the family also like denied, like they were like, no, they never told us that someone contacted them online. So, you know, this couldn't be the case, or at least they didn't believe so. So even though the police for the longest time didn't make it a link, Kelsey German, so Libby's sister, commented on these speculations, saying that she actually changed her mind compared to what she was thinking back in 2017 when this was happening. Quote, "Libby never told me anything about anybody contacting her online, but since the latest release happened, it just made me think that even if she had told us, or if we would have said something, then she would have likely kept messaging anyway, because teenagers like to hide things, unfortunately." End quote. And that is so true. Wait, Kline isn't Bridge Guy, but I think the police are putting the screws to him, thinking he may know Bridge Guy. Regardless, he needs to be behind bars. I mean, surely, definitely, like, his place is definitely behind bars for all that he's done. Well, so far we don't know if he's unless I missed this information, but we don't know if he's the Bridge Guy or not. He doesn't look, I don't know, like, to me, maybe the nose, but like he doesn't really look like the first sketch, maybe the second a little bit. But hey, we'll see. Again, like, the police doesn't really release any information about the autopsy report, like what evidence did they exactly like get from the crime scene, because maybe there's something, right? Like they didn't mention any DNA evidence. We don't have that information. Or yeah, again, cause of death, we don't have even like murder weapon, cause of if there was a murder weapon, or if it was, I don't know, strangulation. So in conclusion, as of 2022, the case is still ongoing and the police is investigating multiple persons of interest, including Kline, but no further information or details were released. Or not to my knowledge. Again, I might have missed something, so if you guys have any recent updates on the case, because the social media one was in December 2021, so just recently, just a month ago, maybe I missed something, maybe there was something new. So if you happen to have lived in Indiana back in 2017 and have any information about Libby and Abby's killings, I highly encourage you to contact the law enforcement either by email or a toll-free phone call that is shown right now on the screen. And also I put it in the description of this video. Luckily, even though the case is still unsolved, it is anything but cold. Even though it's been 5 years, I'm glad to see that this is possibly one of the most covered cases on any true crime podcast that I've listened to. Like usually, if I listen to a true crime podcast, at one point or another, they do get to this case. So I'm glad that this case is still alive. It's still ongoing. It's still at least on the front page of the podcast, the true crime podcast, the social media, internet. So if you look up Delphi or Delphi murders, this is the case that comes up. So, as I said, the case is not cold, it's ongoing. And Indiana State Police Sergeant Holman, that I mentioned before, again addressed the public and informed them that, quote, "We get 10 to 12 tips daily and sometimes more, depending on what the media or social media is putting out there. But a lot of those are false tips. We are continuing to use all the resources available to find the person or persons responsible for this heinous crime." End quote. And, to end this case, I would like to quote Police Superintendent Doug Carter and how he addressed the killer himself during one of the press conferences. Quote, "To the killer, who may be in this room, we believe you are hiding in plain sight. In more than 2 years, you never thought we would shift gears to a different investigative strategy, but we have. We know this is about power to you. You want to know what we know, and one day you will." End quote. So that's it. I don't know anything more about this case. Maybe it's possible I missed something, but I don't think there was anything else. But if you know something, if you are out there and if you know even the smallest thing, because sometimes it's the detail that you don't think matters, but it might actually greatly matter in the case. It might actually help solve the case. So if you have anything, if you know anything, please do contact the law enforcement. Okay, and before we finish the stream, I would like to thank all of my patrons, because without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't be able to make it into a full-time job, make it into my main project that I focus on, and I wouldn't be able to cover those cases, so many cases for you every week. So let me just list out all of my patrons. Colonel Turtle, Tyrant Kitsune, Zinc, Scholastica, CW, Esau Buenrostro, Rudel Genoodle, IDK Bacon 53, Jacob Ian, Holmes' Apprentice, Juniper Clark, Nonan, Emmanuel Cadet, Windstorm 555, Ian, RJ, Bubak, Kronos, Hex Gengar, Beverly, Eric, Leonovsky, and Gravesinger. Again, thank you so much, and thank you guys for tuning in every week to listen to another one of the cases that I cover. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And yeah, thank you so much for liking the videos, for commenting, for watching, because that's all and even more that I could ask for. And I'm definitely grateful. Even if you're not a patron, you know, like just as the thing as simple as just tuning in and watching or rewatching, even if it's not for live stream, even if you just like replay my video in the background and you just listen to it while you work, like that makes my day. You know, I'm always grateful for that. Every single view. Okay, let me switch back to the chat. And thanks, Rose. Thank you so much. I hope you like it. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoyed the, you know, how I presented the case. Again, I am not an expert. I might have missed some details, but I don't think so, because there wasn't much to begin with. Like I tried to go through the timeline in as much detail as possible. But so many, like on so many accounts, so many occasions, I would be looking for articles about, okay, any other details, any new details, anything that the police said, anything new that they said, and there was like nothing. The police just repeats itself. They just say, okay, we can't release any other details because we don't want to put this this investigation in jeopardy. We don't want to tip off the killer or the possible fake ones that are gonna then swarm us with like fake confessions and just like sell us some bullshit because they saw it on the news. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys this week on Friday, definitely, during my Patreon only true crime live stream. And that's gonna be, well, I mean, I still have to decide on the case. So on Patreon, we're gonna have a bonus true crime live stream on Friday, and then on Sunday we will have another true crime live stream here on YouTube, and this time it's gonna be a case from Iowa. So if you have any unsolved cases, or solved cases, or cases that you would like me to cover from Iowa, just go ahead and drop them in the comments. Okay, let me read some of the chat. Juniper, it's really late for Sona. I hope she gets some good sleep after this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's almost 2 a.m. for me, but it's okay. It's okay. I was looking forward to talking to you guys about this case. Hey, what about weird laws? Hey, thank you. Oh my god, right. Thanks so much for reminding me. I do have it here. Let's just end this video on a, you know, on a funnier or like lighter note, not so depressing. Although, nah. Okay, honestly, some of these laws are very confusing, so just brace yourself. Okay, so first one. Residents are not allowed to eat their own severed body parts on Fridays. So, I don't know, man. I would probably change this law into, hey, please don't eat your own hand. Please don't eat your own arm, like ever. Doesn't matter what day it is, just don't eat your own body parts. Please don't. Just, you know, it's gonna make you sick, most likely. So those are the weird or dumb laws from Indiana. I don't know if those are still in like functioning laws, if they are still in the criminal code. But hey, I found them. At one point they were, at least. How dare they? Kyler, hallelujah. Seriously, I'm just like, you know what? Don't eat your own body parts, period. That's it. No, like, oh, on Fridays. I guess Friday is a no cannibalism day. No auto cannibalism? Is that a word? Self-cannibalism? Auto-cannibalism? Whichever. But it's mine. You telling me what to do with my own arms? Hey, touche. You know what? I don't wanna tell anyone what to do with their own bodies. Do what you will, but just like, I don't know. Isn't that gonna make you sick? I have no idea. Okay, you know what? Bon appetit. If you want to, Monday to through Thursday, and then Saturday, Sunday, you can you know, have a feast. Knock yourself out with your own arm. It's my body. We tolerate self-cannibalism, but not on Friday. Indeed. See, that's the thing. I'm like self-cannibalism. So no self-buffet Friday. Y'all, some people, huh? Okay, so another one. Oh, auto-cannibalism. Okay, so it is a word. I was like self-cannibalism or auto-cannibalism. I guess both. Autophagia. Is that autophagia? Okay. Okay, I never knew this word. Nice. Alright, so another one. Young girls are not allowed to ride bicycles to school for fear that they will show a flash of white panties to passing men. Which is valid. I mean, yeah, there are creeps out there. I'm not saying everyone is a creep. Obviously, like, not all people are creeps. And there are a lot of creeps that just, like, you know, I don't know, they like panties. Or, I guess this makes sense. This makes somewhat sense. Or just, like, ride... What about, like, riding bicycles in, just wearing trousers? Just wear trousers. Don't wear a skirt. Like, that's presumptuous of, you know, of the legal system to just assume that girls only wear skirts. But okay, then. How dare they show that flesh? Have you ever considered becoming a detective? Duh. I mean, I'm an amateur detective. That's it. Well, I would love to. I would love to, like... I wanted to study forensic science. But, unfortunately, there wasn't a good... Like, unfortunately, universities in Poland didn't have good program or, like, good forensic studies departments. I don't know, like, it's just not as renowned. So I just didn't want... didn't want to go. And also, I wanted to study Japanese, so here we are. Hence, here we are. School uniforms. Oh, school uniforms. Yeah, that makes sense. Any other color is okay, just not white. Maybe, like, it's not specified, so just white is specified. So I guess any other panties are fair game. Sure, why not? Okay, so another one. And this one, I have to say this one might be my favorite. The singing of any Bob Dylan song in a public place is a criminal offense. Someone on the board really fucking hated Bob Dylan. So, I'm sorry, Bob Dylan, but you are or at least your songs are a no-no. A big no-no in Indiana. It's a crime. Hey, I still know someone who does CSI in uni. Hey, I mean... I could. Again, I don't know if I'm like willing to go back to school right now. I think I'm done with school. What? Yeah, Bob Dylan. Everyone hates Bob Dylan in Indiana, apparently. What did Bob Dylan do? I don't know. That's it. This case will remain unsolved. I need to check. Wait, okay. Let me look it up. What did Bob Dylan do to Indiana? Wait a second. Was there anything? No, I mean, the only thing that I can find is that Bob Dylan was addicted to heroin. Allegedly. But did Bob committed some grave sin in Indiana? Not really. Not really. I don't see anything. I don't see anything about Indiana, so... Or why... Okay. Why are Bob Dylan's songs banned in Indiana? Let's see. I guess he did have some... I guess he did have some charges of, like, sexual assault. Was it? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sexual abuse... lawsuit. So I guess Bob Dylan did have a lawsuit. Oh, banned for drug use. I mean, either that or I guess there was some a case. I obviously I don't see I don't see anything like in details, but I guess yeah, drugs, maybe drugs. Okay, so another one. And this one, a lot of people might, okay, when I read this law, a lot of you guys, if you live in Indiana, you might just think, oh shit, I just broke the law, like a lot, or at one, they will be like, oh fuck. Okay, so another one is oral sex is illegal. So apparently, I mean, I won't tell a soul. So if you have some experience in that department, and you so happen to live in Indiana, I will not tell a soul. But you know, just keep it to yourself. I can only imagine, like, you know, a couple is getting hot in the bedroom, and then, you know, they're getting to that particular activity, and then we just hear wee wee wee. It's like, on the ground, get away from that dick. Or like keep your penis where I can see it. I'm sorry, but it's just I don't know why. Rose, I'm in uni. Well, a lot of people might get arrested. Oh yeah. So colleges in Indiana, I guess, college kids. Oh, you have sinned. You have sinned gravely. I live in Pennsylvania. I'm safe. Nice. Safe. More like under the table. FBI, open up! Seriously, like, call it. I can only imagine. It's like sorority house or fraternity house, college dorm, and then, you know, party on full blast, and then just FBI SWAT teams get into the bedroom and be like, open up! On the ground! No, wait, stand up! Stand up, get away from each other. Okay, so another one. Okay, it is against the law to pass a horse on the street. What do you... Why? Or, okay, the question is, are horses basically banned in Indiana? Or like, I don't know, they're bashing horses. Or where horses are bullied. Like, you're just like, oh, get away from that horse. Or horses are considered, you know, celebrities maybe. Or, you know, precious. I don't know. I mean, horses are precious. They are innocent. But why? It was deemed unconstitutional in 2003 and can't be enforced. In all seriousness. Okay, so that's... Oh, you mean the oral sex law? Okay, that makes sense. Because I'm like, how do you... Okay, first of all, how do you even enforce it? Like, how do you know this is happening ever, like, anywhere in Indiana? Horses taking over. Why? Just why? I don't know. I have no idea why you can't pass a horse on the street. Cool. But how do you do that? So you're walking down the street and then, I don't know, like there's something like a horse or some kind of carriage. I don't know if they do have them, but like there is a horse. How do you not pass by it if you're so happen to be walking in that direction? You have to take another route? What? I need an explanation. I need like clear instructions because I don't know how to walk on the street in Indiana. Why? Or drive, because like passing a horse, it's not like I don't know, like here it's not specified whether or not it's like walking or driving, so I need clear instructions, Indiana. The oral law is really stupid. It is. That CSI student has a horse too. I'm going to jail. Damn. I think it's saying you can't pass horses in a car. Oh, okay. So this, like, on this website, it's not even specified that it's a car. Like, it's supposed to be a car. So I was like, wait, is it walking? Like, am I just not, like, even banned passing a horse, like, when I'm walking? That would be stupid, because I'm like, whoa, am I supposed to just, like, do I don't know, like a longer route? I don't know. So I guess it's the cars. That makes more sense. Okay. The next one. You are not allowed to carry a cocktail from the bar to a table. The waiter or waitress has to do it. Which, you know what? It's fair. It's fine because it makes sense. Imagine like in a club or a bar, and there's like definitely, oh, if a guy or if someone, not a guy, like I don't want to be, you know, like I don't want to just write it off to like, oh, only guys do that, but like any person is on a date and they are buying the other person a drink, they might spike it on the way to the table or on the way back to the person. So I guess it makes sense, like, oh, only the waiter or the waitress is allowed to carry the drink. Yeah, that makes complete sense. I agree with that one. Why is it on the list of dumb laws or like stupid laws? What the fuck? Yeah, that makes sense. Can't trust drunk people. Definitely not. Well, I mean, even if you you know, you trust this person, you like them, but it's like, oh, you don't know each other that much yet, I guess. Well, I mean, it wouldn't make sense if you trust them, but you don't know each other. Anyway, but even if you like them, just don't trust anyone 100%. Outside in the streets, yes. Oh, is that about the horse? Or the drink? Alright, confused. Good point. Okay. Juniper, I know this law. It's the law in Kansas too, and I had to go through strict training for one job that involved serving alcohol. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes complete sense to me, like so many times, you know, like this is, I mean, unfortunately, like it's a widely known fact that, hey, don't leave your drink. For one, don't leave your drink, and also don't let anyone or like the person that you've just met or you're on a date or you don't completely trust, like don't let them buy your drink and bring it to you. Just like remember to observe your drink all the time. Like don't take your eyes off of your drink. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, another one. So this one is from Warsaw, Indiana, and that's actually what? That like, wait, is that a town, Warsaw, Indiana? Because that's the capital of Poland. Oh, it is. I guess it is. Cool. So that's a capital city of Poland, Warsaw, obviously, but it's also a town in Indiana, apparently. So this one is from Warsaw, Indiana. No one may throw an ottoman across the street at their neighbor. At their neighbor. What did the neighbor do to deserve to be hit with an ottoman? Man, a grave... I don't know, sinned greatly. Grave sin. I don't know, maybe they ate your arm. Or they passed a horse on the street. Holy shit. Or they blasted Bob Dylan's songs all fucking night. Okay, you know what? In that case, they do deserve to be hit with an ottoman. But yeah, apparently you're not even supposed to throw a snowball across the street. Which makes sense, like if you hit a car. And also with an ottoman, I'm pretty sure you can hit a car, so... That's quite dangerous, that makes sense. Right, it doesn't matter if you, or male or female, never leave your drink unattended or uncovered. Yes, definitely, I agree. Doesn't matter who you are, just, you know, like at a bar, if you're partying at a bar or anywhere really. Like, don't take your eyes off of your drink. Don't let anyone, unless it's like a, I don't know, unless it's really like a trusted friend, don't leave your drink with anyone. But what do I do with my Ottoman rage now? Hey, you can go ahead and throw that Ottoman. It just can't be across the street. It can't be across the street, and it also can't be, you know, at your neighbor. So, if you're throwing that Ottoman in your own backyard, throw away, you know, like, just, you know, knock yourself out. Keep throwing it. Do a dodgeball with Ottoman. I feel like this law has a story behind it. Throwing anything is dangerous. Like, throwing anything across the street is dangerous, definitely. Because, as I said, like, it can hit a car, and that's obviously dangerous. But this one is like very specific about Ottoman, so, and at their neighbor. So I guess the neighbor was blasting Bob Dylan. Juniper, another reason why I only drink vodka and empty it in one gulp. Yeah, that makes sense because it's like it's one shot, so it does make sense. Like the bigger drinks or wine or something that you're supposed to just sip on. Yeah, those are the ones that are dangerous. Okay, and another one is no one may spit on the sidewalk, and that one actually, like, I don't know why is it on this list, but it makes sense. Like, don't make the pavement gross. To me, it's pavement, but just don't make the pavement gross. You know, like I see it all the freaking time. Oh, in Poland, I saw it all the time. Like, just I don't know. For some reason, older men. Like, I'm not saying it's only older men, but like. Older grandpas, older men, they just do that all the fucking time in Poland. They just like you're just walking, minding your own business, and they just go like make those weird sounds where they just like gather all that, I don't know, phlegm. I don't even know how to say it, but like that spit, and they just like spit it out on the sidewalk. That's gross. So please do not do that. You're gonna be punished severely. I hope the punishment is severe. Okay, I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's the end of this list. At least the one that I have. I hate people spitting on the sidewalk. It's illegal here too, but people still do it. Yeah, right? That's so stupid. Like, why do you do this? Can you just like spit, I don't know, somewhere else? Spit into... You have to just spit it out into a tissue. I don't know. No idea. Okay. So that's it. That's it for the laws. I had fun, you know. At least this part of the stream was fun. I mean, obviously the case was interesting, but it's not funny. It's quite heartbreaking actually. But again, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope to see you guys this week. I'm gonna update the schedule. I'm gonna post the schedule sometime today or tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow. But again, we are in for a couple of streams. Actually, tomorrow, no, well, what am I saying? Today, Monday, at 7 p.m. Pacific time, I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch. And that stream is gonna be Dungeons and Dragons. So it's another round of Dungeons and Dragons. Let's see if I'm gonna die. Let's see how that goes this time. But yeah, so today at 7 p.m. Twitch stream, D&D stream. And then definitely Friday, I have a Patreon stream. So, you know, hey, if you like this video, please do take a second to just click that like button. It really helps my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, if you just find yourself, you know, like missing me or missing cases, or you wanna listen to more of my voice, more of my BS, more of me butchering names, and you want to support this channel, you can go ahead and subscribe to Patreon. For only $5 a month, you get access to a library of streams of cases that I've already covered, and also you get access to a weekly bonus true crime stream, as well as a special VIP role on my Discord server, and an upcoming surprise, which I'm gonna post hopefully this week. Hopefully. I was supposed to post it in January, but it kind of got delayed because of the Chinese New Year. You know, shops are closed. I had to... I'm still prepping it, but hopefully I can post it this or next week, and I'm super excited because it's a surprise that my current patrons are gonna get, and anyone who subscribes this month is gonna get it too. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope to see you guys next time. So stay safe, lock your doors and windows. And please don't eat your own arm. You know, self-cannibalism, not good. You know, not on Fridays. Fridays, no to cannibalism. And until the next time, farewell, fearlings. Bye.